And before I yield to the distinguished gentleman from Oklahoma, I also want to take this moment to say that I, I saw on social media with unfortunately, well, let's put it, I'm not particularly happy to have hear that our good friend from Colorado, Mr. Perlmutter, has said that he decided he's not going to run for reelection again. And I say that notwithstanding the fact that I'm sure that he's got many other things that he wants to pursue, and I'm sure that he's got a family that he wants to spend more time with, and maybe there may be other things he wants to run for, but I have to say that I was really sad to hear that news because I, like everybody on this committee, appreciate his passion, his intellect, and his determination when it comes to serving his constituents and fighting for fighting to make this country a better place. And I just hope that serving on this committee didn't scare him from wanting to run for another term. But we're going to miss him.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, I yield to the gentleman.
Yeah, I stepped away for a second, and if you were saying nice things, can you repeat them?
Now you're asking too much.
No, I just thank you. Yeah, no, I don't want to get emotional here. I mean, obviously, the job we do is important. The people are wonderful. I just decided that it was time for me, and that I wanted to leave when I still loved the job and people still liked me. And that's really the bottom line. And I just appreciate all the kind words you said, even those that I didn't hear. And I'll yield back to the chair.
Well, we still have a full year, and judging from some of the things that we're going to have to deal with, it may seem like 10 years that you will still be with us. But seriously, as somebody who's been here for a while, we have colleagues on both sides of the aisle who I think distinguish themselves, not only the way they conduct themselves with other members, but the way they fight for their constituents, and they bring honor to this institution. And I think I speak for all of us when I say that we put you in that category, and that's why we hate to see you go. And so I left you a message, but I can't repeat what's in the message because of the profanity that was in that message. But the bottom line is, and we'll have more to say in months to come. But I just want you to know how much we admire and respect and love you, and it's, again, there's life after Congress and there's lots of other things to do. But I think kind of selfishly for a lot of us, we just hate the prospect of seeing you not on this committee. But with that, let me yield to my good friend from Oklahoma, the ranking member, Mr. Cole, for any comments he wishes to make. And let me welcome everybody back. I hope everyone had a good holiday break and a good New Year's. And I yield to Mr. Cole.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And let me associate myself with your remarks about our good friend from Colorado. I will say some nice things. I didn't think anybody would ever persuade me to vote for marijuana reform legislation, but my friend from Colorado did. And he genuinely is a wonderful member of our body and this committee. And I wish he had consulted with you and gotten your permission, because I know it would have been an emphatic no. You're not allowed to put your life ahead of service to this committee and to Congress.
I'm not getting any sound, and I can't figure out why.
Okay, let me.
Well, we could hear you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you want me to hold, Mr. Chairman, or just proceed?
Let me see. Why don't you proceed? Good.
Okay, because I'm going to say a couple more nice things about Perlmutter. So just as good if Raskins doesn't hear any of that. But again, my friend has been a really good member and a really good friend, and somebody that honestly will be missed on both sides of the aisle. And so I don't know when filing is, but if you have a road to Damascus experience and want to reconsider, I think that would be a very good thing for the Congress of the United States and the people of Colorado.